For my velocity versus time graphs and speed versus time graphs, I have my speed being constant since my velocity is constant, even though it's negative, but it still never hits the x-axis or changes from the negative to the positive region of the velocity versus time graph. For B, I have it as the speed goes from positive to hits the x-axis and it just completely stops. It just slows down the entire time. Since that's also with the velocity, it like kind of has the same relationship as that the car is moving in a direction but slowing down and eventually hits a stop. Since the velocity is zero, it means it just isn't going anywhere in the right to left direction. C, I have the same exact thing since the velocity versus time graph is the same as B, just in the negative direction and it hits a stop, but the speed is still positive since you can't have a negative speed. For D, I have my speed as being constant since my velocity is constant versus time. For E, my velocity, yeah, it's kind of like a absolute value graph since it goes in the positive direction. It slows down while it's still going from the right, and it eventually hits a stop, but the speed is still positive since even though it changes direction with the velocity, speed is still constant. And for F, my speed, it basically just goes from a complete stop to like moving with the velocity versus time graph, so the speed kind of reflects that as well.